All right, folks, we are back. It's the Infowarrior with Jason Bermas. We're going to go back to your calls right now. Brian in New York, you're still on the line. What's up?
Thanks for holding me over.
You got it.
Actually, Alex, when he chimed in, it was more towards the story I was waiting to tell you anyways. Mm-hmm. My neighbor is a Marine. He's served in Bosnia. He served in Afghanistan. He served in Iraq. In Iraq, he was a platoon in Fallujah that they lost 3/4 of his platoon. Didn't make it. He had his leg blown off from a RPG.
Ooh.
The guy, it's like an amazing person to have for a neighbor. The stories he can tell, the pictures he has even. He's driving down.
Okay, go ahead.
He's driving down the highway, coming home from work. He does construction.
With one leg, he's doing construction still. He must be tough as nails.
He's 6'4", like 260. He had an Iraqi doctor who took a chunk of, American doctors, I guess, would have just amputated. Mm-hmm. They put a chunk of titanium in a rod to act as part of it, like a bone, and they saved his leg. They actually put it back on.
Oh, wow, amazing. All right, continue.
So he's coming home from work, and he's going 63 and a 65 down the highway. Mm-hmm. A car pulls in front of him, just a regular car, guy with his family, pulls in front of him and just immediately slows down and makes him brake really hard, and it's wide open highway. He doesn't understand why. He follows the guy. This guy's making the same turns to get to his house, so he pulls in, the guy pulls into a store. He pulls in behind him. He doesn't block him, and he pulls next to him. He gets out, and he goes, "Hey, why'd you cut me off like that?" The guy starts flipping out. "I'm a trooper, blah, blah, blah. You can't, how dare you, whatever." He goes, "Whoa, take it easy, whatever. You're going to get a visit." He comes home. This is my next-door neighbor. He comes home. This is Friday, Memorial Day weekend. Mm-hmm. 3 squad cars pull up. I guess they get out. He told me all this. I didn't see it. He told me about an hour after it happened. I totally believe him. Mm-hmm. They pull guns. They tell him to get down on the ground. They breathalyze him twice. He breathalyzes 0. He hasn't been drinking. They search his vehicle. They're screaming at his wife to stay in the house. They search his body.
And is this the day after, or is this later in the day?
This was 15 minutes after he talked to the guy in the supermarket.
Listen, talk to your friend, and please put that in the headline. Veteran intimidated by police. Veteran intimidated by police. And we'd love to have him on the program. Veteran intimidated by police. Email that to robd@infowars.com. And if you can get it to my MySpace, myspace.com/Jason Bermas. I'd love to have him on for 30 minutes to talk about that experience, because they are targeting veterans. Remember, the Boy Scouts are now being trained to fight that angry veteran who's going to be on a rooftop sniping people. So now it's time to train the Boy Scouts to carry mock shotguns and mock automatic weapons to save us from the deadly extremists. But, only years before they were, fighting the other terrorists. But everybody's a terrorist, according to these domestic lexicon documents. That's what the American people, and really the world populace, has to get in their head. We are the target. I thank you for the call, Brian. Let's go to Patrick. Patrick, you're on the line.
Hey, how's it going, Jason?
Good.
Hey, what I wanted to talk to you about is, it seems clear that the police are like waging war against the citizens. We have to be more vigilant with cameras. Just get anything, anything that happens. I'm going to start carrying a video camera in my car just for sake, just whatever.
No, yeah, you know what? And that's one of the sponsors over at Jones. I guess I'll give them a free plug here. Diginet.net. There's actually a banner over at Infowars.com. They'll have the cameras installed so they're hidden, so it's as easy as hitting a button. You'll have it on a hard drive. This way, in case, it's really a backup to make sure that the police don't overtly abuse you. There are some points where you have to question yourself, how do I handle this situation? Do I want to be beaten? Do I want to be tased? Do I maybe want to be beat or shot to death? You are rolling the dice. I'm not telling people to stand down and to just be spineless. I'm telling people to know the Constitution, know the Bill of Rights, challenge the police officers, but when it gets down to the nitty-gritty, you're going to want to have that backup, especially if you're going to be in a courtroom type scenario. You want to catch them in their lies. I thank you for the call. Let's go to Joe. Joe, you're on the line.
Hey, Jason, how's it going tonight?
Good.
A few topics, and I heard Alex come on online there just a little bit, and he's sounding tired, man. He needs to turn off all the media and sit back and relax with his kids and wife, because the war's on the horizon.
Well, he's trying to take a couple of days off, but I understand it. It's very hard. I mean, this office is just buzzing, and it is in his blood. It's hard for me to take a couple days off. I'll be here this weekend. I mean, I'm kind of, I love doing the radio thing, but I'm kind of disappointed I haven't been able to capture more footage and work on my film, but that's just the sacrifices you make. You have to juggle a lot of different hats when you're in this office and you're on this microphone. And, thank God Alex gets a few days with his family. I can't imagine, being the head of a household of 5 and spending really as little time as Alex does with his family. I mean, he goes there at night and he's here in the morning, and sometimes he's able to spend an afternoon with his kids. But these are young kids. I mean, he's got a little baby, and his 2 kids are really toddlers, I mean, I'm not ready for a family. I'll tell you that right now. I couldn't handle it.
Yeah, he needs to enjoy that as much as possible while he can, because, like I said, it's getting to be hell out here. And the one thing I wanted to cover is that earlier I heard him talking about, disseminating information and everything, and I wish you guys would set up RSS feeds on your page to broadcast that kind of stuff.
We do have RSS feeds.
No, I'm talking about it for bulletins like that. Just specifically for the bulletins. So
well, I'm trying to expand too, man. I just put up a new YouTube channel, YouTube/JasonJustice911, and I'm trying to post there every single day with a preview of this show or perhaps the Alex Jones show. I just posted a little bit of a preview in between shows. I did another radio show today. I'm doing a total of 8 hours plus a preview for the show. I mean, last night I did not only a preview, but a post view of the show, and we are trying to bring people behind the scenes, really show them how everything works, get more of the RSS feeds out there.
Because those really work. I mean, if people understood the technology behind it, it's just like doing an instantaneous broadcast, and you don't even have to be there to receive it. So that's the good thing.
We do have to get our act together over at Infowars and Prison Planet just a little bit better. We're looking at maybe even, Jones was talking about a section where people could just submit their story, someone could review it, and maybe there would be a section for that. It would be an op-ed section, obviously, over at Infowars and Prison Planet, and maybe we can get that together. We'd like to do that.
Too.
Well, maybe we can get one of the admins, but the thing is, again, Alex likes to pay people, and he doesn't like people just to volunteer, especially if it's going to be a full-time gig. And obviously something like that would be a full-time gig, just going through all the submissions. I thank you for the call.
Take it easy, man.
Yeah, thank you. All right, let's go to Anonymous 1. Anonymous 1, you're on the line.
Hi, Jason.
How you doing?
Good. Your discussion earlier with the gentleman from Utah reminded me of a study that I'd heard on NPR years ago. Basically, the study related to ethics. And the study correlated ethics to education and religion. What they basically found was, as education increased, an individual's understanding of ethics increased. Regarding religion, as religion role in a person's life increased, so did an understanding of ethics to a point. Beyond that point, it actually decreased. That is, the religious beliefs replaced what a person would otherwise understand as ethics.
Well, you know what I mean? A lot of the major religions have been used to gear the masses, if you will, into war, into a belief system that does toe a party line or an agenda that really is outside of what the religion is really about. Are there Muslims out there that truly do hate our guts and would declare jihad on us and have? Sure there are. But most of these guys are low-level guys. They don't have a network. They really can't get the weapons or the manpower or the training or the facilities to carry out real terror attacks. Yet that's being used because when the media goes over there, at least the Western media, and they want to show them in a bad light, they can find somebody like that. They can do that in this country with, radicalized Christians. I mean, look at, Fred Phelps. Love him or hate him, or love or hate Christianity. I'm just not down with the message of God.